He may have to do some tank play. But it looks like this tank is just outside the range. If he can maybe move his tank up here, he might be able to hit this tank. Maybe, or, you know, start attacking that supply depot. Do something. Maybe drop these Marines here on these tanks, or just outside this tank. I don't know. Looks like he's going to take another medevac in. Gonna harass that mineral line once more. Or harass that refinery. Really wants to kill that gas off. Instead, he is going to kill himself off. He should have dropped right on the mineral line. He has failed twice to do that now, and that definitely has hurt him. So he just wasted those Marines for nothing, in other words. Looks like he's going to start setting up his tanks now, but we have a new player on the field. Looks like a Banshee is coming out. He's going to be easily able to do the harassment on the tanks, and if those Marines want to come in and get some, he's got the tanks on the backup to help him out. This is going to be interesting. 2 Banshees now out on the field. He's going to be able to take care of these tanks pretty easy. And if these tanks can get the cloak ability, he's going to be in real trouble. Doesn't look like he's going for the cloak upgrade quite yet. But it does look like Spive is going to come on and full-on engage him and decides to back off. He tried to hit him before those tanks could get re-sieged, which was a good idea. But it looks like we're going to siege each other right outside. Maybe have a head-on-head collision here. And look at all these units coming in from Eaglo. This is quite a bit of units, folks. Quite a bit of units. Marines and from tanks. Oh, goodness, that was a bad engagement. You don't want to get your Marines destroyed by a few tanks. So it looks like we have ourselves a little standoff here, a little Marine tank standoff. These Banshees, though, can do quite a bit of harassment. Bringing those Marines forward to get decimated by those tanks. And it looks like Eaglo is going to go for the +3 attack and +3 shield with the +1 ground attack for his tanks. And look at this, down at the bottom, I didn't even see this. Eaglo went ahead and took in some of his medevacs and Marines and wiped out the main base. This is really bad news. There was still plenty of minerals to be mined there. So it looks like he's going to start killing them off slowly. I can't believe Eaglo got in there with his Marines and Spive didn't even react to it. Still not reacting to it. Doesn't really care. He's doing nothing to take care of these Marines that are wrecking his crew. And this could be it for Eaglo. He found a way in. I thought that he was just wasting his time with those Marines, but he snuck them in there. I didn't even see him go in there with those Marines. And Spive is doing nothing to stop it. Looks like he's going to take his orbital command straight over to the base. I don't know where he's taking that orbital command, but it looks like Spive's doing a little bit of SCV killing with his Banshee. Nothing big, nothing like the devastation that's going on here. Spive has got his entire base wiped out by a handful of Marines. Did not even answer to it. Just let him come in there and do work. This was great play by Eaglo. I must say at the beginning I didn't think that Eaglo was going to be able to win. I thought that he was going to get really hurt by that early tech from Spy, but looks like that he was able to handle it. Wasn't under very much pressure. Looks like at this point, Eaglo's just kind of standing off, not doing anything. Gonna get his fusion core up. I don't even think at this point he needs a fusion core, but it's cool to have. It's cool to say that you got one. And it looks like the only thing left is this command center that is now down and spotted. Oh, all these scan sweeps going on. Looks like Spive's going to try to rebuild a command center. And I like this. Persistence. Is not going to give up so easy. Command center has been canceled. Looks like this one command center is heavily guarded by all these Marines and tanks. So it looks like Eaglo just needs to be patient, wait for his chance, and attack. What he really needs is to get a nuke down there, right? Looks like that's what he planned on doing. Here comes the Ghost Academy. He's gonna build a nuke. Wipe out these tanks and Marines. I think for the most part this game's basically over. Spive isn't even mining. He's just kind of holding back for no good reason. And Eaglo knows it. Gonna send in all of his SCVs. Gonna send in everything he has. Get those tanks wiped out. Good grief. That was a bad engagement, but at this point, what can you do? I hope that Eaglo knows that he might be in trouble if he can't get this attack, and this is exactly what I think Spive wanted to do. He wanted to hold back, wait for Eaglo to engage him. It was of who was going to be patient, and it looks like Eaglo now trying the best he can to kill this one last command center. I think he's going to get it. Spive was finally defeated. GG. Eaglo won the match for AMD. It is now 1-2, and